Oh god, here we are again, 7 months later, and some people just never learn. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Braso or just need a refresher, I'll give you a bit of background on them. Braso is basically a topic commentator who has been heavily criticized in the past for profiting so heavily off of tragedies such as Technoblade's cancer diagnosis, where the dude had consistently dropped videos relating to Technoblade and his diagnosis for a good while. Obviously, many people saw that to be very immoral and wrong, the biggest point being that Braso claimed he would be donating a sum of the money to charity, but also refused to give us receipts when asked to do so. Easily after the whole situation, many had a very negative outlook on Braso and what he stood for. And I can't say I didn't feel indifferent to that. But let's flash forward to today, where the news broke out a day or two ago, as of the time I'm writing this script, and Braso has made a few videos relating to Technoblade's death. Now for me and many, most of us seem to not have an issue with a singular, unmonetized tribute video. 2 is maybe pushing it. But who else but Braso, the guy who made 20 plus videos on Technoblade's cancer diagnosis, to drop 9 videos relating to Technoblade within 2 days of the news breaking out. All of these videos could be easily compiled into 2 small uploads. But of course, I'm not a greedy hack. But if you couldn't tell, Braso obviously seems to lack a great deal of morals. First, let's look into his videos on the topic, all of which are monetized. I'll start by summarizing his videos. The first one I didn't find a lot of issues with initially, but later on, you really see how much he contradicts what he says in this first video.
It's just that I always loved techno, and I would consider myself like one of the biggest fans of him, and I just don't want people to get this image of me and think that I would milk his death for views and money or something like that, you know, because I have already seen people saying that, oh, make 20 videos on him, come on, which to me comes off as disrespectful as it can even be, if people can even say something like that to me, you know.
The second video Braso made was practically a copy paste of the same thing he said in the first video. Very pointless, I know. Then we hit his third video where he begins giving attention to trolls of the Technoblade situation, telling people to report the videos and such. Personally, I would have made a community post or something like that rather than an entire video, because you really don't need to make a video on trolls. They want that. Honestly, you just should have made the community post, because it doesn't seem you've grown out of the mentality of trolls bad, I make a video because trolls bad, and I give them attention. So 3 videos that were basically pointless, right? Now we get to the 4th, conveniently titled, If You're a Technoblade Fan, Watch This. Yes, you're definitely not trying to pull in the grieving fans of Technoblade for an extra few clicks. And an extra few clicks you did get. Yes, the video already sounds amazing, I know. Essentially, all Braso does is read off some old Technoblade Discord messages talking about his hypothetical death at the time. And I kid you not, all of those screenshots could have easily gone into a community post. I saw the account that originally shared the screenshots, and it was only 4 pictures. It did not require a 2-minute video stating the obvious and trying to pad out for as much time as possible. I know it's getting blatantly obvious what he's doing, especially if you look at his videos before the news. I got exposed, response. 13k views. I got exposed. 17k views. YouTuber with 3 million subscribers caught stealing content. 7.2k views. Yes, you're definitely doing this for pure intentions and not just to revive your shitty YouTube channel. The 5th Technoblade video was talking about another Clips channel that was massively benefiting off the Technoblade situation, where the channel was apparently spreading misinformation about the Technoblade situation regarding his final words. The alleged final fake words ironically came from screenshots from Braso's 4th vid, which I already pointed out was pretty pointless to make. You could have made a community post at the most. My feelings about the 5th video are a bit conflicted, as I guess there's some reason to talk about it, but you really don't need to constantly throw Technoblade in the title. We know what you're doing. Now for the 6th video, essentially the 6th video is exactly what Braso did during the cancer diagnosis. Make a video giving attention to trolls who so dearly crave it, while having it monetized and benefiting off the clicks gained by the mention of Technoblade in the title or thumbnail. And that's what all the video boiled down to. The 7th video was Braso beefing with some other YouTuber who somewhat called out Braso for his videos on Technoblade, but realistically, you didn't have to go as far as to find any way possible to throw Technoblade in your thumbnail. Then again, that wouldn't get you the clicks that you so dearly crave. The 8th video is Braso again stating the obvious when it came to Mojang adding a crowned pig to the launcher screen of Minecraft, which again, you could have made a community post. Oh wait, you did. So why did you make this video? He also had to make sure to add wholesome in the parentheses to make sure you guys are. You realize it's a wholesome thing, right? It's so wholesome. His 9th video though was very priceless. So you know the channel in his 5th video I was calling out for misinformation. Well, he made another video calling them out again. Now what's funny about this video is how ironic it is, the things he will complain about for this channel. For instance, Braso complains how the channel can just upload messages relating to Technoblade and get hella views. Let's look at his 4th video. It's 4 screenshots. You did the same thing and you know it. You got a stupid amount of views off of it as well. Albeit not on the same scale as this Clips channel, but in the words of your 7th video.
I mean, in the 2 videos you have uploaded, you have gained more than 100,000 views, which in comparison is like basically the same thing. You're being just the most massive hypocrite in the world right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
You are a hypocrite. Also, the amount of raging Braso does in his 9th video is actually priceless. More towards the end of his 3-minute video, he begins expressing his anger for being called out by commentary channels for his videos, while the clip channel he's referring to is treated like a saint.
Of the money, as we can see in this email, and then just grabs the money and dips. And a lot of these people are just not making any videos about this specific channel because this channel just ignores any criticism. Those commentary people want content, so they go after me. I am the bad guy for doing good shit, right? This guy he's a good guy, right? He's a good guy for making over like 25 videos.
Now, obviously, this is a massive straw man, as a decent deal of videos I've seen talking about people milking Technoblade's death always seem to mention these channels as well as disavow them. Hell, even the video Braso responded to did that. I'll even say it here. Fuck those clip channels. They are horrible people. Now, with all the videos I've summarized currently, albeit I might be behind because he keeps uploading Technoblade videos almost like bi-daily, if not more, let's touch up just a little more on Braso himself and how he is as a person. As you may expect, it only goes downhill from here. As expected, Braso seems to either be heavily immoral or has his head so far up his own ass he's convinced himself what he's doing is right. Personally, from what I've seen, it's probably the first option. For one, it seems to be quite obvious that Braso has no issue telling suicidal people to do it, as in end their lives. This is exactly what Braso did to popular Roblox YouTuber Parlo when he was expressing his situation in life. He encouraged a child to go through with suicidal actions. Just let that sink in. From what I've seen, Parlo's pretty much done nothing to Braso, but Braso's response is to say, you know what, you should try to go kill yourself. Do it, pussy, you won't. Now, I could be wrong and something could have went down behind the scenes, but I don't think that justifies this shit. Let's talk about how Braso will be supposedly donating all the money generated from the Technoblade videos to charity. Now, what's funny is, initially, Braso actually didn't claim this. Rather, he began claiming this once he began getting backlash. This even stemmed from his own fans. About 7 hours after his first upload, he made sure to cover his ass by saying he'd be donating it to charity. Now, how do we know this claim is probably false? Well, a Discord message is what really says it all for me. My mom heard me say, so Technoblade got canceled for having cancer, and started immediately screaming, we're eating good next month, let's go. I think that really says it all when it comes to the intention behind these videos, at least from what I can tell. But let's look at something else. We can point to the lack of fundraisers on Braso's videos to be something quite suspicious too. Now, I've seen this could just be a result of him not living in the US. This is what he claims. Granted, you can also have this ability if you live in the United Kingdom or Canada, but it confuses me how he hasn't pointed this out on his main channel. It'd definitely make it a bit easier to side with him, would it not? Now, what makes me feel like Braso is so full of shit when it comes to donating the profits is the fact that he in the past was so reluctant to show us any type of proof that he made a donation during the whole cancer incident. And even then, he claimed he only donated a roughly $500, which is only a fraction of what the videos probably made. Now, let's even say that he does donate the money. He's still massively benefited when he comes to the stats of his channel. According to Social Blade, he went from pulling about 90k views in 2 days to pulling 682,000 views yesterday, and pulling 1.5 million views today. He has well gained 12,000 subscribers off this entire fiasco. Hell, look at the timeline of his channel. The peaks are when he begins to rapidly upload Technoblade videos. Now, in total honesty, this dude wouldn't piss me off so much if he wasn't so obviously full of shit. Like, for fuck's sake, if you're going to be a piece of shit, at least own it. So with all of that, I want to end this off with saying, may Technoblade rest in peace, fuck cancer, and fuck the channels benefiting off his death.